I'm Emily Ehman here for volleyballmag.com with another edition of Big Ten Thursdays. Today I'm joined by Rainelle Jones, a senior middle blocker from Maryland. Rainelle, you helped Maryland become one of the best blocking teams in the Big Ten last season. You guys averaged 3.15 blocks per set, the most in the Big Ten since 2009. Obviously, that doesn't just happen. So I kind of want to know, how much emphasis does Coach Hughes put on blocking and defense every single day in practice?
Yeah, I definitely feel like it's one of the biggest things when it comes to being in the front row. The defense, we rely a lot of them on, communicating with what's happening up front and just, the big blockers and communicating what's happening on the other side of the net. I feel like the coaches do emphasize, a lot of technique, a lot of statistics, and, working with Layla and Kara. And, the outsides, of course, Sam and Erica, back when she played here, and also Erin, soon, a freshman. I feel like it's going to be a big emphasis when, communicating. It's definitely a big thing.
How do you feel like your blocking game has evolved from when you came into now?
Oh, it has changed so much. I feel like the advantage of being tall back in high school was, awesome. But now, I'm up against huge girls. So having the little techniques, little details, and also bringing that, fire on the net, just making sure that nothing crosses the net is definitely, my mentality.
Definitely a good mindset to have, especially in the Big Ten. Switching gears a little bit, you started Maryland Series Home, which was kind of a mini docu-series of your life, taking you inside your home, kind of around your family. And we learned a lot about you from watching it, but I want to know if you learned anything new about yourself after going through that whole creation process.
I feel like taking the step back with, remembering my environment and where I came from definitely humbled me a lot, because PG County has came from, I wouldn't say the trenches, but definitely, from the bottom to the top. And, talk with my father during the home series it was nice to see a different side of him, because I don't really get to see the TV side of him behind the scenes, and getting to know him and how he views me definitely, gave me a little step back on myself.
Well, both of your parents played basketball professionally. You mentioned your dad, who played at Maryland a bit ago, and you already grew up in a competitive environment with them, having 5 siblings. Coming from the DMV, like you're talking about, the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, everybody talks about how competitive it is, especially athletically. How did growing up there add an extra layer of competitiveness to your life?
Oh, for sure. Basketball, starting off with that, it was always fighting for the ball, fighting for the win, fighting for that next point. I feel like that having that extra, oomph to, from basketball to volleyball definitely gave me, I guess, more of a fight. And then having to come to Maryland and seeing that fight from the PG County girls, it's definitely always a fight all the time.
Headed into this senior year for you, what are you most excited about for this Maryland team?
I'm excited for the transfers and the freshmen. I feel like this is finally Adam's team. Before it was, mostly committed by Steve, but now it's, Adam's true team, all of us being recruited by the same players, the same coaches. I feel like I see a lot of fire from the girls, even from just lifting in our off season. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's fun to see that carry over from preseason. You can see everyone in the weight room, doing the reps, hitting the floor, but it's a different story, when you step out on the court. So it's fun to see that you already got that fire coming out. But right now, to finish up here, I want to know your favorite places to eat around campus.
Right now, my favorite place is the Hall. The honey butter Old Bay wings is definitely always keep me coming back. The short rib tacos, just spectacular. It's an amazing brunch spot. Always going there for the chart fuel. So that's my favorite for now.
Well, short rib tacos are probably one of my favorite things on the planet. So next time I'm in Maryland, I will definitely check that out. Rainelle, thank you so much for joining me, and I'm so excited to watch you guys this upcoming season.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.